there are leaders, and I'll mention one, for example. I mentioned earlier Dr. Rampela, who was the Vice-chancellor before me, from 1996 to 1999, who I admire enormously as an individual, as a leader, as an activist. And she, in some ways, combines a lot of the things that are important to me as well. She comes out of a health background, a medical doctor. She was a political activist, and I identify strongly with that and with her activism, and I would like to think of myself as an activist in the past. She's continued to bring that activism into through all her jobs, and certainly in her current life. And I've tried to position the university and my own role within it as an activist role. I think the universities have an obligation to be a sort of moral compass and an intellectual compass to society. It's a challenge which university leaders should take on. So, and I've certainly tried to do that. And in many respects, she's a role model for me in that respect. I'd have to say, though, that I never worked with her as a leader, and so I think that our leadership styles are very different. So I don't think that in terms of particular qualities of leadership or styles of leadership that I have taken lessons from her in that regard. It's more what she represents as a moral leader and as an activist and someone who's brought together these many different strands, as well as being an educational leader.